Texasauras. This new for 2021 roller coaster offers a nice touch of dinosaur theming while having a kiddie coaster layout that isn't too ambitious. So it fits in well at a park geared towards young guests and families. But how does this coaster ride? Is it better than it might look? Find out in this review. On my first visit to Yesterland Farm, this coaster was closed due to the light rain that was coming through the area. So know if it is raining, this will likely be the first coaster to close. And as a whole, Yesterland Farm's coasters seem to break down a fair amount, as Road Trip Coaster and Santa's Runaway Sleigh both broke down on my most recent visit during a sunny October day. However, the park is super committed to working on their coasters throughout the day and trying to get them back up as soon as possible. Even when I missed riding Texasauras, they had an operator in the station the entire evening and various maintenance crews out to check on it and try to get it going. Well past when I would have given up on it and just called it a night on that coaster. Yesterland Farm, as a whole, is a farm park that started as a Christmas tree farm in Camden, Texas. This park has grown into the flagship farm park for Texas, with a nice collection of attractions, Christmas and Halloween events, and 4 different kiddie coasters. So families can enjoy these for sure, and coaster enthusiasts might as well visit for the credits, as it is tied for the 4th most operating coasters in Texas as of 2024. Texasauras, as a coaster type, is a Wisdom Dragon Wagon. These come in a variety of forms, and Texasauras is the double spiral, 1 spiral lift hill and 1 spiral down for the helix. The only other version of a Dragon Wagon that I've ridden is a portable version at the Texas State Fair that seems to be a smaller version of the single helix model, as it is just a helix at the end, and a smaller overall footprint. There isn't much theming on the ride, other than the train itself is a dragon, which is not exactly a dinosaur, but the queue line has a nice building with dino stuff outside and inside, which is a nice touch of theming that this park has been adding to their coasters in recent years. Dispatches were not the fastest, though with a simple lap bar that isn't too hard to check, they really shouldn't be that large of an issue. With many kids and families boarding though, it can take a while to get everyone situated, especially with just one ride operator. During my visit, the entire building was full for the queue line, mainly because all 3 other coasters were down for about an hour at the start of the day, which it took about 20 plus minutes to wait for the coaster if it has a full queue line. After leaving the station, you slowly work your way up that spiral lift hill. This is tire propelled, and you can feel it when your car hits each tire. There is just a nice jank and shake of the train. This is a great way to get excited for what the rest of this layout must offer, as if a lift hill is forceful, there seems to be hope for what the rest of the ride holds. The first drop is not too big, but offers a solid pop as you'll find on other kiddie coasters. With the length of the train, if you're towards the back, you'll slow down before the bottom of the drop, as the front will be going up the next element. The front row normally rides the best through elements, as you are pushed through with the rest of the train, but you start the drop so much later in the front here that you don't get a lot from the drop, though you are pushed nicely through that valley. So the middle of the train is probably going to maximize the first drop on this coaster. After popping up into the helix, there's a small turning airtime hill that gives a light pop throughout the train. Since you have the most speed in the front, I found it rode best up there, but it plays a little differently depending on your seating position, so others might like different seats here better. In other seats, you'll feel the train being pulled over this hill, which offers a different mild but enjoyable sensation. As you fall down into the helix, you will get decent laterals, though these only seem to be on a small section of the overall turn, and are not sustained throughout the entire helix. Turning around, there is a small bunny hill going into the station. Most rows offer very little from this element, but that front row does have enough speed to get a small little bump here. Then, in kiddie coaster fashion, you'll get at least 2 more laps on this coaster. Most rides seem to offer 3 laps, but sometimes the operator gave 4 laps, especially when the line was longer to help make up for that long wait. Overall, how good is Texasauras? On one hand, this is a simple kiddie coaster that doesn't have a strong standout elements. On the other hand, it offers a complete ride with character that is enjoyable between the drops, bunny hills, and helix, even if none truly shine as that special element. Thus, I rank it rather highly for kiddie coaster. Placing it right above kiddie coaster, now Sea Serpent, at Fun Spot Kissimmee, which offers a better first drop and a nice finale, but a rather forceless helix, so Texasauras just edges it out by being more of a complete package. And right behind, Star Force Orbiter at Tomfoolery's Adventure Park. This simple and small kiddie coaster offered me great laterals with its turn through that station. So I really like it despite its small look. Can you enjoy Texasauras for what it is? Does the jankiness of this ride help give it that dino character? Let me know, and as always, Kapkun Krap.